Now at 6, loved ones gather to honor the memory of a 14-year-old girl shot and killed at an apartment complex. Tonight, our Rich Nye tells us how the G3 Steppers are remembering their friend.
And a lot of cold air is on the way. In fact, it's getting colder by the hour. This cold air coming in from the North Pole and Siberia. So how cold is it going to get? We'll talk about it.
The national championship between Notre Dame and Ohio State is just 48 hours away. A jam-packed media day. You'll hear from Irish players, fans, and head coach Marcus Freeman. Coming up.
Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News.
All right.
Okay, we start with that weather alert we've been talking about. Arctic air, dangerous cold coming our way. And Matt, I think all of us heard it just a moment ago. You mentioned the North Pole and Siberia in the same sentence as Indianapolis.
That's
what gives?
That's not good. So we have these models that we use for volcanoes with ash, and we can figure out where the ash is going to go.
Sure.
We can do the same thing with cold air. And the cold air that's coming originated there towards the polar region. So this is going to be a doozy for us.
Okay.
So let's buckle up. I want to show you the new winter weather alerts. Jenny, these came out this afternoon. A cold weather advisory in the light blue is now posted for much of Indiana. It's going to be expanded to include the whole state here shortly. Different National Weather Service offices kind of working on these. But it means that the wind chill could get down to -20 for Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We've got a lot of cold air on the way, and it could be some of the longest lasting cold air of this magnitude that we've had in 4 or 5, maybe even up to 6 years. So bundle up. Things are about to get real cold out there. Right now, we're mostly quiet. We are dry. It is a little cool. We're hovering right next to freezing. It's 31 in downtown. But the north winds are picking up, and they're going to continue to drop us just a little bit hour by hour throughout the rest of this evening. Now we're in the upper 20s in Kokomo, 32 in Richmond, but it feels only like 25 for the Richmond Red Devils and 23 for Bloomington. 20 is all it feels like right now this afternoon in Greencastle. We've got a game tonight. It's tip off here just about an hour. Very cold as you're headed to Gamebridge. Gamebridge's going to feel nice and warm on the inside, but after wind tonight, it's just going to feel colder and colder with the north winds picking up. We've got wind chills dropping, I think, to some single digits by tomorrow morning. You're looking at the maps. We had a couple light rain showers and snow showers earlier this morning. Lindsay was tracking those for you. Those are now out of here, but we've got this Arctic high that is moving in, and it's pushing all snow chances south. In fact, we're expecting a snowstorm probably for the Gulf Coast. We're not expecting a lot of snow, but we are expecting a lot of dry, cold air. How cold is it going to get and how long lasting? Jenny will talk about it here in a bit.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. It is a crime that has shaken the Indianapolis community, the killing of a 14-year-old girl. Deandra Clay Staples danced with a group called the G3 Steppers, and today her young teammates and coaches gathered to remember her. She was found shot and killed outside a Southside apartment complex 1 week ago today. Our Rich Nye was there for a balloon release, prayer, and support for the girls who lost a friend.
That's Deandra Clay Staples in the black and pink striped jersey, practicing with the G3 Steppers.
Sorry, we had some technical issues there with that story. We'll try and bring you more in just a few minutes. Also want to let you know, new tonight at 6, Metro Police have arrested a 79-year-old man after finding his wife dead on the city's northwest side. Officers found the woman near West Kessler Boulevard and Lafayette Road Friday afternoon. They say she had traumatic injuries. IMPD detained her husband at the hospital. He had what police believe to be self-inflicted injuries. He's now facing a preliminary charge of murder. And now to the south side, where police are investigating an early morning crash that killed a woman. This happened on Todd Road near Sherman Drive just before 3 a.m. Officers found a female driver who'd crashed into a tree there. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Right now, 13 News is working to learn that woman's name and what might have led to this crash. No one else was hurt. All right, we want to get you back to that story we brought you at the top of the show, and that is friends remembering a girl found shot and killed on the south side. Here's our Rich Nye.
That's Deandra Clay Staples in the black and pink striped jersey, practicing with the G3 Steppers. G3 stands for Girls Growing into Greatness. But Deandra didn't get to grow up, shot and killed at 14, and left in the snow January 11th. No one arrested.
If y'all ain't had no gums, y'all would be doing nothing. because y'all cowards. Y'all do it real quick and take off running. That's exactly what y'all doing. Cowards.
The G3 Steppers came together at their Northwest Side studio to remember Deandra.
She was very joyful. She was hype. You know, she always had a smile on her face.
Show them how to overcome, Father God, yet another senseless death.
Before a balloon release, a prayer for peace, justice, and the girls who lost a friend.
For you, Deandra. Love you.
Many of the balloons released immediately got stuck in the nearby trees. Symbolic, perhaps, that Deandra's memory is not going away.
She didn't want to leave. She always often came in on days that she didn't have practice to work with our beginner squad. She's going to always be in our hearts.
Grief counselors spoke to the girls and their parents about how to cope and move forward.
I'm still sad, but like I try not to overthink it and just go day by day.
Mourning, but stepping forward. In Indianapolis, Rich Knight, 13 News.
And still no arrests or suspects in that case. It is one we will continue to follow. Meanwhile, firefighters tonight investigating a deadly house fire. This up in Kokomo happened last night just after 11 o'clock on North Armstrong Street. That's near Elm and Washington Streets in Kokomo. Firefighters say when they got there, the home was engulfed in flames and they learned someone was still inside. Unfortunately, fire crews say they were not able to rescue that person because of extreme heat and the home was starting to collapse. Also, still no cause for that Christmas Eve fire that destroyed the Sanctuary on Penn wedding venue in downtown Indy. But today, people gathered to honor the church building. When that facility burned down, it felt like a personal loss for couples, photographers, and event planners. And that's why the venue's former owner from several years ago held a funeral today for the Sanctuary on Penn. This was at the First Lutheran Church, a traditional memorial with music, memories, stories shared, a way to honor a building that brought joy to so many.
It turned out I wasn't the only one that felt like it was the passing of a friend rather than a building. And I just said to somebody, is it weird to want to hold a funeral for a building? And I had a couple people say, no, that's kind of feels right.
People today also brought photos and memorabilia from family weddings, parties, and other events that were held at the Sanctuary on Penn. All right, we are just 2 days away from the College Football National Championship. It's between Notre Dame and Ohio State, and as you can imagine, the anticipation is rising tonight. Our Dominic Miranda is certainly feeling that in Atlanta, Georgia, so it's media day today. Dom, what's the vibe down there?
Jenny, it's reaching a fever pitch. Let me tell you something. One, it feels like the entire state of Ohio is here cheering on the Buckeyes. And two, Notre Dame fans are hungry, so hungry, not satisfied and hungry for a national title. This area you see behind me is going to be jam-packed with fans tomorrow. Today, though, it was jam-packed at the Georgia World Congress Center as we inch closer to the national championship Monday night. It was media day, like you said. Notre Dame, Ohio State. You couldn't ask for a better matchup, and we were able to catch up with a ton of Irish players, Irish fans, one of which from Indianapolis at media day, and the energy, as you can see right there, it's at an all-time high. The energy was high at Georgia World Congress Center. Irish fans, Irish players, media from across the world gathered to preview this matchup. For Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, and Indiana native and linebacker Jack Kaiser, getting to the pinnacle of the sport is a dream come true.
You know, I've been doing this with these guys since last January, and to, put in all that work and, build up all that trust and to get to this point, man, it's been great. I wouldn't rather do it with any other group.
It's just pretty special to know that my last game at Notre Dame is going to be in the national championship. That's what you come to Notre Dame for is to, have the opportunity like this and the chance to compete for a national championship.
Go Irish!
Irish faithful from South Bend, Indianapolis, and Atlanta alike have been waiting for this moment since 1988. they can taste the title. What would winning a national championship mean to you?
Oh, everything. I'm gonna cry. I'm definitely gonna cry. Let's go. Let's go Irish.
Would be something remarkable, and it would fill a part of my soul that I can't really describe.
Again, the ups and the downs throughout the entire thing with the Lou Holtz era to Brian Kelly, I mean, it would just be absolutely tremendous.
The way this year has come together has been something out of a storybook, and I just really want to see this team be able to bring it home.
For head coach Marcus Freeman and D lineman Howard Cross, it's just another opportunity to go 1-0, knowing the challenge Ohio State presents.
We have the same week, we practice the same, we're preparing the same, we have the same mindset going into the game. Like this, we're not going to make this bigger than it usually is. Again, national championship, it's the game. But like, in order to have success, like we can't let the lights like blind us. You know what I mean? It's just like every other game.
We got good players too. We got to do what we do, and we're going to trust our guys to, you know, get the job done no matter what we call defensively. It'll be a difficult challenge, but we're looking forward to it.
The countdown is on to Monday night as the sun sets in Atlanta tonight. Our entire coverage of today's Media Day is now streaming on demand on WTHR+, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Check out my social media pages, WTHR's, and of course WTHR+ again for all your national championship and Notre Dame Fighting Irish football coverage. That does it for us right now. Catch us again at 11, and we'll have much, much more for you, Jenny.
Can't wait to see you. Immerse yourself in the excitement. All right, Dom, thanks so much. Still ahead tonight at 6, the final hours are ticking down on TikTok in the U.S., the potential impact on content creators, and whether there's a chance the app might not go dark.